Kodak, why not kill him?
Make me say it again, girl. Make me say it again, girl. Make me say it again, girl. Make me say it again, girl.
I suck the soul out that pearl tongue, have her calling Jesus. Got her body locking up like that hoe having seizures. Gas station pill, I don't need a breather. Playing beats and Percocet, cause I ain't tryna breathe her. Nasty, that's all in me. I'm fat and got
Hey YouTube. Hey, Turbo TV. I'm at the shop. I'm finna get some work done. Let me show y'all where I'm at. I'm at Audio Zone. I work here. And we're talking to Jeff.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jay Cruz, taking out the Audio Cat. Got the privilege and honor of working on Audi today, man. It's a very beautiful car, very different car. I've actually been very impressed with Audi. Very, very impressed with Audi lately, that they've actually piqued my interest. But today we get to put our hands on it, which is not something that a lot of people get to do and work on the performance side of it anyway. We're not doing a bass package, we're not doing speakers, none of that. We're actually going to be adding a performance module to the vehicle that can allow him to be able to go ahead and tune his tune his car on the fly. Stay tuned, I'm going to show you what this guy is going to do. It's going to actually go by his air conditioning area. I'm about to show you for the whole install, but it's going to go by the air conditioning area and let him have basically a little mini tablet that can allow him to change parameters on his build, what he wants to be boosting, whatever he wants to change in the car, the drivability of the car, and basically be able to load tunes on the fly, which is an awesome tune. So we're actually getting the back of the vehicle. And again, in fact, let me just show y'all real quick here. This is what we're going to be installing, and although to you guys it's nothing, to us in the race world this is a lot. This allows us to be able to know what the car is doing, what our intake air temperature is. That's very important. This, I believe, is also going to tell them his DA and other information that a lot of people do not have. I have to go to an app to look up DA. On the Audi, you can actually look it up right on this device and actually see exactly what's going on in the air temperature. So you'll be able to get a lot more data than most cars will be able to do. On my car, I have to get a laptop, plug it in to do it. He'll be able to do everything right there on the fly. It is an amazing device, and I can't wait to get started. So we're about to leave the front of the office, go to the back of the store, and start disassembling the car and show you guys the step-by-step process of what we do to get this installed. Stay tuned.
So y'all, as y'all know, this is the inside of my car. As he was saying, the screen is actually going to go right here in front of the CD player, because who uses that anymore? It's not important. As long as I got access to traction control and my parking sensor or parking aid, and we good. So all of this will be covered with the screen.
So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start disassembling. We have to get to the ODB and other connections back here, power grounds and so on. So to be able to get access to that, you're going to have to remove the lower cover by your knee area, remove the side cover to get to that, to be able to give us access to where we're going to be putting on the brains and all the stuff that goes behind the scene of the install, to then get everything ran to the front. So I'm going to start on this side and start disassembling and keep on going through, so you can stay tuned. So first time we get a panel popper. If y'all know what this is, y'all might call it a screwdriver. It's not. It's special actually heads on it, but it allows us to pry in between plastic pieces and be able to separate panels. So you see this sample, this is all here nice and tight, right? I can actually come in here and pry this panel off. And then when I grab them, I'm gonna tell you something that I do as an installer. This is the piece that you see, this you don't see. So you lay it with the nice part up so you don't get the scratches from the floor. In here, you're gonna find some bolts in the side of this here to be able to disassemble this, and some down here. But since he does have a base package, I also need to take off his base knob. And since everything's so tight, I'm not gonna be using any power tools on this build. I'm actually gonna do everything by hand, so they can be handcrafted here at Audio Zone. And I am actually disassembling his base knob, which controls the level of his bass. This is actually off. And now I'm gonna come on the side here and start doing the disassembly of all these parts here. I bought a couple different sizes just in case. And that's the magic trick.
Then I'm gonna go around.
Yep. Alright, so I'm actually gonna grab here and start taking off this 8mm that's up here on the top. Like I said, I'll be using all hand tools on this build because I want to be able to get access down here to run my wires and hide the brains and everything on it. I put all my screws usually right here on the floor right in front of me here, because that way I have access to come back to everything that's there. I also got another one that's down here. there's another one right here on this side. So there could be the 3 tabs you're going to be grabbing right now here. That's going to start allowing us to give us some access to everything. But there's going to be one here, one right here, and one right there in the right hand corner. And you know what else is crazy, guys? I usually don't let customers watch me when I work, but I'm here. And it's humid in Texas, and I am in this heat working it. Bolts here. So now I'm gonna start moving out. Like there's little clips and stuff that you're gonna start coming in here, kind of snagging and pulling through. Like I said, I'm not a professional Audi guy, but this is gonna be we either make it or break it.
No, we don't break it. We just make it happen.
And start pulling down from here. And come with my panel popper. I got a plastic one for this here. Look at the upper side here. You want to come to the other side, T, so you can see this. So I'm actually gonna give you guys a tech tip for all of y'all that don't know. If you don't know, cars change every day, but the basics are always the same. So right now, I have never taken this off on this car before, so I started looking at parts, right, weak part. So if I come over in here, you see I got some wiggle room here. That's telling me that this part should be able to come out and give me some wiggle room. You see, you can kind of tell that kind of stuff off just by pressing on it. Now you're gonna reveal your last and final screw, which is gonna be the last one that's here. And we are going to grab her and take her out now too. This car may be German, but it's built right here in America.
It's getting rebuilt in America.
My screws off. That should allow me to get some wiggle room in here, and I start feeling and pressing. I got my plastic tool here, and this panel should just pop up, but we got to make sure that we don't break nothing on Turbo's car.
Yes, Lord.
All right, so now I'm coming here, and I'm getting to my area, and now I have access to everything that I need down here to do my installation. Now I'm gonna start moving to this side to start getting this bad boy installed. And like I said, we either make it or break it.
No, he didn't say it.
Awesome. Now that I got myself up here, I'm gonna open the sunroof to give y'all more lighting. But I'm gonna grab here in the corner, so I use the plastic. You gotta be careful with them. These German car, this is real leather. I would suggest letting the car cool down a little bit because if you do it a lot of heat, you can bend and get a little mold in it. But you should be able to come here on the side, right here, and pop out. Do the same thing on this side, and pop out. Once you get this out the way, let me move this vape out the way. Bring this back here, and you start moving it out, and you're gonna have all these clips. But in this case, probably not gonna take it out completely. Now I got this part here that's gonna be here too. So I'm gonna look in the bottom. Alright guys, so as you can see the screen is turned on, we have our success. There's only one thing I don't like. That doesn't have the flow tube done by Audi on like his car does. But anyway, we're gonna go and now get this car wrapped up. So they provide some zip ties. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with these zip ties. I'm gonna grab this here. I don't like something about this right here. You see that the top wire has got force. So I'm gonna come here, close it around. You see what I'm saying? That the top one's shorter. Now that I got a secure location, I'm gonna come and grab this zip tie right here. I'm gonna wrap it around this whole device. And stop the wire from doing any kind of pulling on the unit. So now if this pulls anywhere, I'm not worried about it doing anything else. This is 100% done. I'm gonna grab my crimpers here, come through. And now I'm gonna get all these devices that I have here, and I'm gonna start securing them, right? So I'm gonna grab this device, pop it inside here by this little cavity that I have right here between all the AC pumps. Slide it right behind there. Don't have to worry about it no more. Now here, we're also gonna do one more thing. We're gonna add this extra USB extension that's here provided, which is gonna allow him to be able to do is anything that he has to do with the USB update. So I'm gonna grab this device here. I'm gonna plug it into my USB hub here. And now, has a USB that we'll be running now. So I'm gonna grab this and actually run this inside of this area also. Put in my little 5-volt converter back there. Locking everything into position here. And now it's nicely tucked away. So the problem I know I'm gonna have, and I can see it, is this right here. So I'm just doing test fitments to figure out how I want to run everything. I'm not saying I'm leaving it there, but I'm doing test fitments. So this right here is going to be, just showing you guys. You see the wires are shorter, so we don't really have an option but to find the location of this cavity. But I got to make sure I don't find nothing that's going to give them an issue.
We'll just cut it.
Cut what?
Power.
No, nothing. So most videos they tell you have to remove the phone. We didn't. But she's coming together right now. I'm about to put everything together, man, and you can see it on. This one can be signed, sealed, and delivered to Turbo TV. Turbo TV, thank you for the opportunity of being able to do this for you, man, and get this installed in a beautiful car. Stay posted for more great videos. I'll let Turbo end the video at this point.
Yeah, so that's a wrap. The screen is done. Y'all seen the full installation. Now all you got to do is connect it to Wi-Fi. We'll connect it to the actual DS1 dongle because that's already connected to Wi-Fi, so you'll be good from there. What he did, y'all, is that we put the USB right here at the bottom so that I can just, whenever I'm data logging, I can just take the logs from here and put it in my computer and send it over to the tuner and go. So that's a wrap for this one. Appreciate y'all for watching. My opinion, anybody with a DS1 needs this because it is way easier and way quicker to do. What I was talking about, my memory drive. Yeah, so try them out, man. I got this from bTres. Just type that in Google and it'll take you straight to them. I'm gone. Appreciate you.